And so this video, so like I said, first of all, my name is Patrick Garth Maddox. As you see my handle, it's Muay Thai Pat. I'm a martial artist. Um, so this is what I was talking about. This is our country right here. It's Judah. So uh, Israel or something like that. That right there, I can't find it on here. I should have looked at it first, but so look, Judah. This is our country right here. Simeon, that was a real person once upon a time. That's your ancestor. Reuben, that was a real person. That's your ancestor. A Rephaim, if I said that right, that was a real person. That's your ancestor, right there. Um, uh, Manasseh, that was a real person. I believe Zublon was a real person too, right there in the red. So, all these names, Ishkar and all this stuff, Jezreel, all these people were real names. Dothan, Megiddo, all these people were real names. So all this right here is all yours. All of this from Kadesh Barnea, the seas is right there. Gaza was ours. Ashdod, all of this stuff is ours right here. The Dead Sea, where I think nothing can essentially drown because there's so much salt or sodium in there. When God's starting to get closer, life will be able to, like plants and stuff will be able to grow right there if I'm correct. On that part. But all of this going up right here is all ours. Jerusalem is right there, so that's our capital right there, which is Jerusalem once it focuses. There you go. So that's your capital. Judah and all of this is all ours right here. And so there's a picture. So like when America was talking about how they were gonna start like 6 wars when Obama was in, I think when Obama was in office, stuff like that, they were gonna start 6 wars, or like a certain amount of wars within like 6 or 7 years or something like something like that. It essentially started when Trump got in office. That's when it was activated, when the plan was officially activated. Like, because at first they was going to war with Syria. That was the big thing, and then America went to when they was doing the whole thing with Iraq, and now it's with Iran. And now it's circling back to Israel, but Israel was already defeated whenever our people was there, when God removed us out of that land. Um, when God moved us out of that land. And so, because Judah's right here, really, Israel was the northern tribe. Judah is the southern tribe. Judah is gonna, whenever we go back over there, Judah is gonna be getting Judah, the people of Judah, the tribe of Judah is gonna be getting the country Judah. They're gonna be getting the country Syria, Iraq, and then maybe parts of Iran. And so, and then when you go over here to where Abraham traveled, which is one of the forefathers, he traveled from here, from Beersheba, all the way up here, back and forth. And when I remember when I was getting ready to join the Marines and stuff like that, about like 6 months ago, and I'm kind of glad I didn't, but I remember seeing this picture because me and, well, there's a guy on YouTube named Judah I Am King. When you type in KNG, it's not KING because of the old channel and stuff. Like his old channel got terminated. But when I went into the thing, I remember when he was talking about this, the military has bases lined up all over here throughout, basically throughout Abraham's migration and stuff like that. See, Babylon's right here. That was that was who took us captive. And Babylon is apparently the Romans. But as far as like white people and stuff like that, white people didn't come out of the mountains. They came from a country called Greece. Because if you look at Maritime and stuff like that, there's something called Maritime. If you look up Old Testament and Maritime and stuff like that, or just like, I think it's like Ramadan or something like that, when God was talking about like the races and stuff, like different races in the Bible and stuff like that, they came from Greece. And you can tell this because of like the frat letters and stuff like that, and all the other stuff. So that history and stuff is still upon them. So like everybody knows who they are. They're just really just good at just hiding and stuff like that. Some people just don't know, and that's okay. But yeah. And so then Alamek was a real person once upon a time. Um, but yeah, like I said, all these people were real. I mean, like I said, Simeon was a real person. Um, Ephraim was a real person. Reuben was a real person. I think Gad was a real person. Uh, I believe Manasseh was a real person too. Zublan was a real person. Ishkar was a real person. All these people existed. Dothan was a real person. Megiddo, all these people existed. These are all your ancestors. So when somebody says that you don't have any history, just go and show them. That is the New Testament. I don't read that. But when somebody goes and says that you don't have any history, go and show them that you have 1,300 pages of history, that you have 1,302 pages of history right here in this book. So don't let nobody fool you. Don't let nobody trick you out your spot. Just keep your head up. Like I said, remember every time a war goes on in the Middle East itself, that that God is gonna either remove black people out of that land of Israel and Judah, or he's going to put them back in. So like I said, just keep your head up. Like I said, the reason why Trump and them didn't want to go to Iran, didn't want to go to war with Iran and stuff like that, was because they knew that times was to come. These people are not stupid. They're not slow. These people pay all these scientists and stuff a lot of fucking money, and if they was to say something, they're probably gonna die along with their families and stuff like that. And I'm very familiar with people who sit up there and think they can do things to people and stuff like that. So just keep your head up, and just always remember that you're gonna be going home soon. Keep your head up. Stay humble.